Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Okay. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? Okay. Y'all, my week has been. How do you say it? A week? My week has been weaking. Child, because I have been. Y'all know I'm back to work. And this week has been insane, but I'm so grateful. I cannot complain. And yes, I do. For right now, I work weekends as well. So, child, but I'm grateful. I really am grateful. I really am. So y'all will see a lot of pre-recorded videos. We'll be going live very early. Um, and sometimes, if you do go live, it may be quick lives, but yeah, y'all, I'm back in my work bag. I'm back in my work bag. All right, let's see who we got up in here. I see we got Miss Siller in here. We got Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, can you do me a favor? Can you email me again, please? Please, can you email me again? To all of you that I owe y'all a package. Let me tell you. I think I'd already told y'all that I I didn't realize that I had got some stuff shipped to me. And I never went and opened the box because I thought it was something else that I needed. Um, but I have your shirt here. And I'm gonna put some other stuff in the package. But can you email me again, please and thank you? I appreciate it. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. We got Miss Annette, we got Keisha, we got Mama Bees, we got Leo Lion, we got Miss Brianna, we got Creole Girl, we got Nani, we got Miss Annette, we got Mia. I see you, Mia. We got Miss Tanisha, we got Lee, we got Miss Felicia. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see. Right. So we're gonna get into some things. We're gonna get into some things. So as you guys see on the thumbnail, oh Lord, oh Jesus, the little mic thing don't want to work. Let me just make sure. Okay, y'all can't still hear me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna get into Aisha and Willie. They address the leaving of Bell Collective. They address why they did it on Carlos King's show. And there was one other thing. Oh, and they addressed the cell phone and all that stuff. So we're going to talk about that. And then, y'all, I said I wasn't going to watch it, right? But I actually, while I was working yesterday, I was sitting up listening to uh, Carlos and Letitia's show from Friday night. Girl, we're gonna talk about that too, cause that was a fool. Do you hear me? That was a fool. So, anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here, and let's go ahead and get into some things. All things are alleged, and in my humble opinion, child. And then we will recap Love and Marriage Huntsville because I did get off yesterday at 6, so I was able to catch one of these YouTube pages premiering the show. Now, another thing, y'all, I don't know how these foreign pay like the no shade when I say this, but I don't understand how these Chinese people and stuff like that, how they get on their channel and they stream the entire show, don't get no copyright strike, don't get nothing. Girl, you play a clip and here come on with their foolishness. I thought that was crazy. That's crazy, but appreciate y'all for streaming the show. For the people who don't got no cable or they don't got no follow or whatever the case may be, appreciate y'all for streaming the show. All right, so we'll talk about Love Marriage Huntsville a little later today. All right, let's go ahead and get into the things. Let me grab my notes, honey, because yes, I did. I had to take notes for Willie and Aikisha. So before we get into Willie and Aikisha, let's get into Aisha and Carlos. Okay. So here's the thing when it comes to Laticia and Carlos. So from my understanding, they filmed this podcast episode in November. From my understanding, they filmed it in November. So Aikisha quitting the show, so Gucci quitting the show. Um, was it wasn't a thing yet. All right, so it wasn't a thing yet. Yes, Chef, I'm out. Yeah, Leo Lane. I don't know how they are able to do that and get away with it. But I know if it was one of us, they'd be striking. I want to be striking us down to the ground. Do you hear me? Okay. All right. So let's get into the little episode. Now, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Leticia. So according to Carlos, and I think everybody knew this, but according to Carlos, Leticia is the one who came up with the Bell Collective and all of that kind of stuff, right? So basically, what he's saying without Laticia Pearson's, there will be no Bell Collective. Well, I that may be the case, and two things could be true at the same time. Leticia is also a snake. She doesn't move in a leadership way to me. She does not give me leader. She does not give me those things. She gives me mean girl. So something she said in the episode was she said that she has picked girls to Carlos, of course, that are better than her, is what she said. And she said that's what she likes to do. So then I get to thinking in my mind, right? So maybe you pitched Aikisha, but two things can be true at the same time about Aikisha as well. The thing with Aikisha is Aikisha did come on, and in my opinion, the group message that they had, y'all remember that, right? Leticia, when she gets these girls on the show, she out, yeah, you was thirsty, you wanted to be on the show, you wanted, and Aikisha actually addresses that in her live video. My thing though with Leticia, you can't sit up and say you a girl's girl and you are for the girls, but then you're sitting up talking about how the girls don't deserve a platform that someone actually gave to you. Sis, I don't really care for people who talk in that manner. Like, someone gave you a platform too. Like, you didn't just, it's not like you got it out of the mud. Like, this is your production team. This is your, like, we're not gonna do that. And I think it's nasty work. Okay. I do. I think it's nasty work. I think it's very mean girlish. And I don't really like that mean girl stuff on reality TV. I don't. That's why I checked out of Basketball Wives and any other show where I feel like they are being mean girls. I'm getting out. Oh, it's okay, Lee. Lee said my spelling on the stuff. Well, it's early. It's early. um, so let me see. Now Leticia can go, and her and Glenn's storyline are fake. But Leo the Lion, why do I keep wanting to say Leo the Lion? Leo Lion, she ain't going nowhere though. That's the thing. That's the thing. And if you notice and you listen how Carlos be pumping her up, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't, but she is definitely a mean girl. She got on there, she told Marie business, which I had already told y'all, and showed y'all that Marie had a white man She got a white boyfriend. Okay. They try to blur that man out on the show, but we synced the man. We synced them. Shout out to Moses. We synced them. We did. We synced them on the stories. Okay. One thing that I wish Carlos would hold Letitia's feet to the fire about is the fact that Laticia wants everybody in the collective to be cool and be cordial and work out their differences. But you're not willing to work out your differences with the people at all. She started talking about Antoinette. She said, yeah, Antoinette wants to be back on the show. Um, she stated that the reason why she hugged Antoinette was because she didn't know that her and Antoinette still had beef or that they still had things going on. And in my opinion, when did they show Marie Man? So they okay, so all right, let me give y'all a timeline. So y'all remember when so Gucci did her interview with Millie Chung. I think if I'm not mistaken, that was like on a Wednesday or Thursday, right? Okay. Whatever day that was the same day that Marie decided to post that long post about production not showing the completion or the whole thing about the lawsuit that she was dealing with Latrice, right? So the reason why people got upset was because of the simple fact she posted that, then came on and later on was like, I wasn't talking about Carlos King in production. She made it seem like she was talking about Latrice. But all of them was on a date together. Latrice and Cliff, Laticia and Glenn, Selena and her man, uh, Marie and that white man. And I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Maybe that was it. Was it just 4 couples? Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, because y'all know Tamra and Damon ain't going nowhere. Uh, yeah, okay. So that was it. It was just them, right? So they was all in like this video together. And you could see Marie and that white man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they try to show it on the little thing on Friday with Letitia and Carlos, but they blur his face out. They blur his face out. Now somebody showed a maybe it was Color Be Entertained. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I saw that Marie actually did respond to Letitia saying, "Oh, you out here telling my business," but she put some laughing faces, so I'm pretty sure she was just joking and all that stuff. But anyway, Letitia talks about the fact that Marie hopefully gonna bring this man on next season. Well, Marie, let me go sit down with this man and start asking this man some questions. Let me do that. How you feel about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's Marie Man, child, I guess. Yeah. She is a messy lady. That's hard to watch. Glenn is also lazy, messy man. Ooh, ooh. Candace came in hot, honey. Good morning, Miss Evelyn. Nothing about Letitia says boss. Sweet Pea, nothing about Letitia says boss. I agree. I agree. She's such a mean girl though. She's such a mean girl. Y'all, come on now. To sit up and have a conversation about somebody not being on a show that your executive producer keeps making you the staple of, oh, there would be no Bell Collective without Leticia. So you're justifying the fact that she can sit down with Latrice and have a conversation about someone not being on the platform or someone not deserving a platform. I'm not gonna never like that girl ever because that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And stop lying. You are intimidated by people who come on this show that are established or that has something. You are intimidated, sis. It's okay to say that. But see, where the problem lies is the fact that people can tell. Okay? It's not just you saying it, your actions absolutely show it. So then they play a game, right? Here's what's interesting. Now, this is where I gotta call out messy ass Carlisha King. Because they played a game about who is a Belle and who may not be a Belle, right? He asked about Marie. She said she was a Belle. He asked about Latrice. She said Latrice is a Belle. He asked about uh he asked about everybody except for Aikisha and Tambra. He asked about everybody but Aikisha and Tambra. I'm sorry, y'all can't make me believe nothing different. I believe it was a setup on Aikisha this entire season. Just my thoughts. And if what Marie said about Tambra is true, then it doesn't justify it, but it makes sense of why he never mentioned Tambra's name as well. Because here go Leticia. Yeah, Tambra, so you might wanna work so you can get you a spot next season. I believe all these bills got pickup letters. All of them. All of them, including So Gucci and Aikisha, I believe they all received pickup letters. But I couldn't work with Leticia, y'all. I could not. I could not. We're not clocking in. We're not doing a show together. We're not doing nothing together because you're a mean girl. And where I'm from, we pop people like you. I don't condone violence. Nothing like that. But we pop people like you. We don't rock with snakes like you. Yeah, I stated that. I stated that. This was filmed in November. I stated that in the beginning of this in the beginning of this live. Um so for Leticia, for them, and again, I just feel like it was a setup from the beginning. I feel like it was an absolute setup from the beginning. I do. I feel like that. And I've been saying that, I've been telling y'all that when it comes to Aikisha and Willie, I believe it was a setup for all of this from the very beginning. Now, nothing else that they said was interesting to me. Um, Even the clip of them showing what happened last night on the show on Love and Marriage Huntsville, it just wasn't all that interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all that because again, I've checked out from Leticia. When I okay, listen, when the show first came on, I really liked her. I really liked her. I was like, okay, I like Leticia. I liked everybody except for Marie. I'm not gonna lie. I liked everybody except for Marie. But now, girl, Leticia, girl, I don't like you at all. CK has put a battery in their back. Absolutely. That's why I'm saying I noticed when he did not mention Tambra and Aikisha's name, I said, oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all making it so obvious. So obvious. But Carlos's biases are obvious anyway. They're very obvious anyway. Yeah, I couldn't talk or even deal with Leticia, especially when they went behind Tambra back and met with her ex. And see, my point with that is, why does Leticia get to move on from that situation just based on you crying and saying you sorry, but you really not? You know why you're not sorry? Because you doubled down after you did it. You're not sorry. You literally doubled back down after you did it. That was a trash move to me. No way I could work with me either, Miss Candace. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Can y'all do me a favor and double tap the screen for me, please? We got 35 likes and 68 people watching. Can you guys please hit that like button? You getting the people mixed up, LOL. How am I getting the people mixed up? What I say they got the people mixed up? Their biasnesses are shown. And Leticia, girl, you can sit back and stop playing this game of, yeah, you like people who are even better than you on the show. Stop that line. No, you don't. No, you don't. For anybody to say that, that's a red flag. Who sits up and say, yeah, I want people who doing better than me on the show? No, you don't. 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 You do not. So I can't do her snakish ways. I just cannot. I cannot. I cannot. I'm trying to figure out how I got the people mixed up. If you don't know what we're talking about, then just say that. But how I get the people mixed up. Um. Anyway, that was really it about Laticia and Carlos. And like I said, they showed a sneak peek of Love and Marriage Huntsville, where Leticia was calling Letitia Scott, all child. I can't, I cannot, I cannot. Cause girl, mm, mm. All right, so let's get into Willie and Aikisha, honey. Let's get into Willie and Aikisha, girl. And I have notes, okay? So their podcast is called If It, okay, but not like it. You know what I'm saying? Not the F word. Okay, so here are some things that she addressed in here. They are calling this the finale because this is the last time that she plans to address the departure from Bell Collective, why they quit on Carlos King's show, the fight, the brawl, the cell phone, and all of the things. And then the last F is for her future. Okay. She talks about doing vision boards and kind of where she sees herself in the future. All right. So she begins to talk about her coming on season 2, and she took the role of being a villain. Everybody was calling her a villain and pretty much saying that she came in thinking that she was better than the other girls. Okay. She addressed it and she said that she didn't think that. She also talked about how how excited she was about the show from the beginning. You know how Letitia tries to make it sound like they've been around like the Real Housewives, like they've been around for a long time, and she just been a fan of the show. She came on the second season. She admitted that she was happy when they had a show that was featuring bosses or boss women in Jackson, Mississippi. She was like, anything that represents Jackson, Mississippi, she's down for. She talked about her history with Ferris Street and how when she originally saw the synopsis of the show, which said that these women, that there was a team of women coming together to revitalize historical places in Jackson, Mississippi, which is Ferris Street. She talked about how she said this for a very long time, how she's, she's been on Ferris Street. Her family been on Ferris Street since the 1800s, honey. Okay. She letting y'all know what time it is. So Aikisha really had been that girl. She was born that girl. Okay. Double tap the screen is how you can hit the like button, or hit the three white dots up at the top right hand corner is how you can hit the like button. Please and thank you. So again, she talked about being a part of Ferris Street and how she found the interest in Ferris Street because of her family and all of the things. Okay. Now, here's where I'm gonna throw my little 2 cents in. And this ain't nothing against Aikisha. This piece is about Leticia. Since you came on wanting to revitalize Ferris Street, right? But you had the nerve to sit at that reunion and try to throw shade at Aikisha talking about where are the keys. Ma'am, ma'am, I need you to sit there and shut your face. Cause where's your keys? Ma'am, how do you have the nerve, the galls to sit there and say where are the keys to Aikisha when we ain't heard you say nothing else about Ferris Street since season 1, episode 1? She sat down like, where the keys to Ferris Street, trying to shade Aikisha. And for me, I'm trying to figure out, ma'am, where are your keys at? So Letitia up here trying to be shady, but truth be told, sis, again, where your keys at? Anyway, getting back into Aisha and Willie. So, where am I in my notes? Okay, so she also says that she would like to clear up the fact that Ferris Street was not a storyline for her because again, she reps Ferris Street. She was excited to be a part. She and the reason why I say this is because the narrative of a lot of these women, when other women join the show, they always say, oh, you was a fan, you watched the show, you did this, you did that. And I really can't stand people who come up and be like, I never watched the show. Yes, you did. Stop it. And honestly, it's no read to tell somebody, oh, you watched the show. Now, people will twist it and be like, oh, again, you was a fan. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with doing a little research and watching the show, trying to figure out who these girls are. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And y'all try to use it as shade, but to me, it don't really be shade like that. It don't really be eating like y'all think it do. Okay. And also, Bell Collective only been around 4 seasons. Letitia be sitting up talking like Bell Collective been around for centuries. Ma'am, I I don't understand it. So I applaud Aikisha because Aikisha was like, yes, I wanted to be a part of this group. I wanted to be a part of anything that is going to represent Fair Street or the historic landmarks, anything that's going to represent it well, I want to be a part of it. So I wasn't mad at her for being honest about that. Okay, moving on. So she gets in to again the part about her being painted as a villain. She accepted it. So then Willie addresses him not liking Jackson, Mississippi, or not liking Mississippi. So he explains, and I knew this from the beginning, but he explains how it's just joning from him for him. He's from Jersey, so therefore he's joning about Mississippi. He said that he definitely likes Mississippi, and also anything that represents Aikisha, he's with. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying it's just natural joning and shade for him. It's not like he can't stand the city or the South. And I'm not about to generalize people, but I, people from up north, up there like that, I always hear them kind of Joan in the South a little bit. We're not gonna sit up here and pretend like the South don't join the North and the North don't join the South. That's just what it is. It happens, right? Y'all talk about us being country all the time, and I'm not generalizing people. I'm just saying, you know, whether whether you joking or whether you for real, in my opinion, we hear it all the time. That ain't nothing new, right? Right. To me, it's nothing new. It happens all the time. People from okay, like for instance, when I was talking about the DMV, here I am talking about the DMV, and there are people who get offended from the DMV talking about don't include us in. Listen, child, I still ain't got it. I ain't got it down to the ground just yet, but people from the DMV was chewing me up, okay? And it was all in jokes. Like I didn't take it serious. I think some of them probably was a tad bit serious, but I didn't take it like that. I took it as like this is just how people talk when they from a certain place. Like I don't know. I don't know. I didn't take it like that. And I didn't take Willie talking about Mississippi or the South in a sense of him trying to be shady, rude, or ugly. I just took it as jokes. So then she says that the other guys started coming for him first. So they addressed that there was like a fishing trip, and um, she addresses the fact that Willie wanted to this season wanted to extend the olive branch to the fellas because he said that they was shading each other, like the men was shading. And that's one thing that I did not like, the fact that Letitia, you cannot own the fact that Glenn was definitely shading Willie. Same with Cliff. Cliff was definitely shading Willie too. So she talked about, for instance, they went on a fishing trip and how the other men joned on Willie's clothes. And she was like, a lot of that stuff isn't being seen, but the truth be told, that's really what happened. They started joning first. So then, of course, somebody from up north, they catching up on the Jones, they about to get you right back. You know what I'm saying? And it might sting a little bit more. So she addresses the friendship between them and Soguchi and JJ as well. And so she says that, they had a lot of off camera time together, and they spent a lot of camera time together. So apparently JJ and Soguchi have like a little lake or a little pond or something like that in front of their or on their property. And JJ had invited Willie out to fish and do a couple of other things out there, and they just kind of genuinely built a connection. She says that Sophia Shante Soguchi sent her some food and some items when she was sick, and she said that she appreciated her for that, and they just kind of built the relationship from there. I do honestly believe that their relationship or their building of a relationship is absolutely genuine. And you don't see it much coming from reality TV, but I do believe that what they've built is genuine. Like Soguchi or not, like Aikisha or not, I feel like what they were able to build is authentic. I do feel that way. So, um, let me see. Okay, so I said so Gucci made her some soup and stuff when Aikisha was sick. Basically, Willie had went to go fishing one time, and Aikisha didn't come with him. So Gucci asked, where's Aikisha at? And I guess Willie may have told her, she's sick, and so she had made her some soup and some other things and took it to her. And I thought that was dope. That's a good friend, right? I thought that was dope. So she also talks about how Sophia has traveled to Jersey and other places to support Aikisha. And so I really believe that they have a really genuine connection. All right. So now we get into her addressing the Goddess Links opening as well as Taste. Okay. Y'all double tap the screen for your boy, please. That's Latrice's establishment. Okay. All right. So Winter has explained this, and other people have explained this that are in reality TV, right? You get a call sheet that says all cast event, expect to see all the cast. Sometimes you'll get a call sheet that may say all cast event. Maybe your producer might tell you that a specific person isn't showing up until you get there and see that they have a parking spot for this person. And you like, I thought they wasn't coming. Which typically means something is about to pop off or set up or something of that sort, right? So she's talking about how this was an all cast event. They received oh, by the way, she said she do not care about breaking the fourth wall at this point because she didn't quit, right? And plus the reunion is over. So she's not under, well, I don't know if she's still under, don't know. I don't know how hers is working because I heard Winter say that she couldn't really talk like she wanted to until her contract year expires. So I don't know if that's the same for Aikisha. Maybe not, considering that her attorneys and everybody else sent letters. Maybe not. But anyway, she said she didn't care about breaking the fourth wall. So um she talks about the grand opening and how production will make you sit in your car until they're ready for you to come film a scene. You could still be mic'd up, all those things. So she says that she got to taste, I mean, she got to Goddess Links. And when they actually did the ribbon cutting, she was actually sitting in the car across the street. Now, sometimes what they will do is they will wait before you come in and film a scene and sit up and say you was 3 and 4 hours late. But truth be told, that's not the case. You're not 3 or 4 hours late. You're there on time, you're there when the call sheet says that you need to be there, but because production is trying to set up something, they will make you wait, sit in a car until they're ready for you to come in, right? And so she was basically saying that's what happened when she showed up to the event, right? To the event. And so she was saying that she saw them cut the ribbon or whatever. She was sitting in the car, and when production told her that there was a scene that was actually being filmed that they didn't want Aikisha to be a part of, Aikisha was like, well, I'm gonna go get my kids. I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school. I'm not gonna send nobody else to pick up my kids from school. I'm gonna just go do it myself, right? So she was saying, that finally when they were able to go in, she was able to film a scene. She went in. So no, I'm trying to see where I am with my notes, child. Okay, so she says it was her 69-year-old sister, or maybe she says 64-year-old sister, her 59-year-old cousin, and her niece that was with her. So she's pretty much saying that Latrice and everybody else who keeps saying these 14 people or her 14 family members or whatever, Aikisha, showed up with all these family members, that wasn't true. She said that the only people that were with her was her 59-year-old cousin, her 64-year-old sister, and her niece, and Willie and Aikisha. Okay, so she set the record straight on that. Um, she says that. Hold on, and make sure I get to my notes, child. Okay, so y'all remember that this event was supposed to also be Glenn's birthday party, right? She says that on the invitation that they said that the birthday party was supposed to be at like around 7:30, right? But when they were filming this scene, I guess they wanted to do everything in this scene while the cameras was up at the time or whatever. So they cut the cakes, or was supposed to cut the cake and do all this stuff during this scene. So she says that the conflict had already started, like the rough and rough had already started. So they, if y'all don't know, Taste and Goddess Links are right in the proximity of each other, like they right next to each other. Well, basically, she was saying that Glenn and Cliff had already started prior to them even moving over to Taste. They had started they back and forth shading Willie and stuff prior to that. So she says that Cliff made a comment, and Cliff said that he, like Aikisha, is her husband that he don't really kick it with or that he care for. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat, is y'all gonna play with y'all husband or y'all wife if somebody tell y'all that they don't like your significant other? You not riding for your spouse? I'm just wondering. So that's just like, who up in here? That's like Leo Lion coming up telling me, say my husband named Mikey. That's like you coming up telling me, uh um well, no, that's like you walking up telling Mikey, I like you. I don't like Don Don. I don't really rock with Don Don. What you expect for Mikey to do? You don't expect for Mikey to speak up for me and be like, well, if you don't like if you don't like him, you don't like me. Or you know what I'm saying? I would expect my significant other to speak up. And so I'm not mad at Aikisha for speaking up, because what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna disrespect my husband in my face. You're not finna do none of that. You're not finna do none of that. So I don't fault Aikisha for feeling a type of way prior to them going into taste, because y'all keep joning and talking about how you do not like her husband. You don't expect for that girl to speak up. This is why I'm sorry, but Latrice and Laticia, they really rubbed me the wrong way in this, because y'all not holding y'all husbands accountable at all for the things that y'all husbands did. Y'all husbands started this mess, and y'all not owning it. Yeah, that's it right there. I'm riding with mine. And if you don't like my husband, you don't like me. Hey, it's Cookie. So I wasn't mad at Aikisha for that. Not one bit. So she was saying again, started before that. Now when they said that when we saw Glenn come into the scene, Glenn, um, uh, that Glenn, when he walked in, that they were supposed to be singing happy birthday. So when we saw Glenn walk in, into the scene, they were supposed to sing happy birthday. So what she's saying is, during that time, Willie was trying to say happy birthday and stuff like that, and we saw what he did, what we saw what Glenn did to Willie. So when they start throwing these slugs and stuff like that, and production not playing all of it, Aikisha is saying the back and forth went for a long time, and we only saw bits and pieces of it. And what it actually showed is Aikisha and them looking like they were more on the aggressive side, but she said again, they started slanging certain things out, and of course she's going to defend her husband, and of course she's going to defend herself. So she talks about how, the brawl got kicked off and all that kind of stuff. But while they were arguing and they were on camera, Aikisha and them was outside. So she was saying that the niece was like, oh, my uncle's in there by himself. Let me get in here, which is why we saw the niece in the pink with the braids get crunk. Because she was pretty much saying Willie was inside by himself. Everybody else that was there was either friends or connected to Latrice or knew Latrice, right? So she's saying, like, for her, the niece was like, oh, no, my uncle ain't finna be off up in there by himself, having to deal with this stuff. Let me go up in here because I'm about it, right? So the interesting thing is, though, y'all, Aikisha, and I told y'all this. Aikisha said the brawl happened on like May the 22nd or something like that. May the 29th, May the 22nd, 29th, something like that, right? She said that day, right after that happened, Willie said that they was done with Bell Collective then. And I don't blame him. The man said on camera that he got too much to lose. He got too much going on for that to have happened. So sometimes you got to know when your exit is. And I wouldn't agree with them more that them as a couple and the things that they're doing, they did need to separate themselves. And it could have been a lot worse too. It could have been a lot worse. Some stuff really could have popped off. So Willie was saying he was grateful for the fact that it didn't end up like it could have. Yeah, they got a lot to lose. Hey, Miss Justine, they got a lot to lose. Okay, so we talked about Cliff's yeah, she said it was like Cliff's energy and all of their energy just changed. And remember, in that scene, we actually heard Willie say, where is this coming from? What is energy coming from? Like, it's a shift of energy, which to me, it tells me that this stuff was kind of premeditated in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. I understand it. Willie and Aikisha got way more to look than a bootleg, a Boosie and potato sack. Oh my God, not potato sack t-shirt. Oh my God, it is hilarious. They never said what happened to Latrice's nephew, but we are about to get into that phone situation. But they never said what may have happened to him. Okay, so speaking of that, let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all y'all want me to with a show of like emojis in the chat or something. Do y'all want me to read the text message that Latrice sent to Aikisha? Y'all want me to read that in full? That text message was some nasty work, honey. Latrice, that text message was some nasty work, but I ain't gonna lie. That last part of that text message when you said smooches, bitch, I ain't gonna lie. That did have me chuckling a little bit. Y'all say read it. Okay, hold on, let me get to it. Baby. Because what production played was not the full, I mean, what production put was not the full context of the text message. And if I'm honest with y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I had seen the text message way before the text message came out. Okay, I had already seen the text message, and when I tell y'all, I was about damn crying because I ain't gonna lie. I think it was. I think it was more so of the way that Aikisha was telling it that made it a little funny. Y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all, but Latrice, that text message was some nasty work, sis. Okay, hold on one second. Let me. I should have had it before this because I knew y'all was gonna say read it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's get into it. So on Monday, I don't know what day this was. Was June the 10th on like a Monday? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Cause I really do gotta get us a timeline, a bit of a timeline. So let's see. June the 10th. Oh, that's 2025. Yep, June the 10th was a Monday. Okay, so let's get into it. So it says my nephew's phone is traced to your house on B Street. That's all I'm gonna say because they ain't finna accuse me of doxing nobody. And production told me that they gave it to your sister or whatever she is to you, his phone. I need it back ASAP. Okay, so she sends a screenshot of the location of the phone, right? Um, okay, hold on. We get to the next piece. Okay, so then she sent another text message. Now, Aikisha says that she don't do the texting back and forth. So when Latrice called her, I mean, when Latrice text her, she called Latrice. Okay, so here we go. So Latrice says on Monday, June the 10th, I have contacted you regarding my nephew's lost cell phone. Production advised that the phone was handed to your niece, and she put niece in capital letters during my opening during the commotion. It was also tracked via Find My iPhone to your address. I have requested that it be returned. I have since heard nothing from you in regards to it. Um, and before things escalate, let me know what's up. Okay. All right. So let me keep reading. So here's where it gets interesting, child. So Aikisha texts back, and Aikisha says, it looks like you're trying to make an issue with me out of a situation that I thought was with the young ladies from Palahatchie, Palahatchie, however you say that. Now, if y'all don't know, those are Letitia's friends. Okay, remember they showed when Aikisha had her first season, right? The Palahatchie or the Palahoochie clique or whatever, however you say that, they was at that brunch that Aikisha was like, the plates won't clean that. Y'all remember that? Okay, so she says that when you were just on the phone, you said this is broke bitch shit. Because she was saying that Latrice was on the phone saying that, if she took the phone or whatever. I didn't like the fact that they made it sound like Aikisha stole the phone. I don't feel that way at all. But she was like, "Oh, that's broke bitch, stuff, and you better produce a phone that." Oh no, Aikisha was saying, "How do I produce a phone that I never had? This sounds like a threat to me, and now I am scared." Okay, so Aikisha playing her part. She doing the smart thing. But girl, here's where it get interesting. Y'all clank y'all booty cheeks together, because that's what I did when I read. Clank y'all hear me? Y'all give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Clank y'all booty cheeks together. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Brace yourself for this. Okay. And also too, you don't want to hear no cussing. You might want to come back. Okay. Because this girl saying some crazy stuff. Okay. Clank your booty cheeks together, because this is a lot. Okay. And Lord have mercy. So she a girl, fuck you. Tallahatchie, Cancun, Mexico, New Mexico, and whatever other lie you're trying to um come up with. Again, you came to my events, not only threatened, fought with 10 or more of your lower class family members. You tricked them there with lies. Remember that. Okay, so before I finish, Aikisha did address this, and they said that them coming up with the whole 14 other people, the 10 other people. I've heard several different numbers. They saying it ain't true. That she did not show up with that many people, and also she did address the fact that when they said that Aikisha was riding by, I had already told y'all that she said production wasn't letting them in, so yes, she was gonna ride. She was gonna ride around. But it wasn't a car full of people. It was only Willie, her niece, and her. And also, before I finish reading this, Aikisha says that her house and um her niece and her sister and her cousin, all their houses is in the vicinity of Latrice's place. It's like she said it's in like walking distance that you can walk. Okay, so um okay. No! Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. I'm reading it directly from Aikisha's video. So, and I'm gonna also put Aikisha's video here in the description box, so you guys, after we get done, you can go listen to the whole thing. All right, so let me zoom in. Okay, so she says, now mind you, again, this is the truth. She said, again, you came to my events, not only threatened, fought with 10 or more of your lower class family members, you tricked them there with your lies. Remember that. Your family was recorded with effing weapons that they snuck into my bar against rules to assault patrons with a question mark. Another round of felonies for your entire family. Threatened with a question mark. You're the vicious MFer. I have verification of you and your family's theft and assault on tape. The fine was over 1K. Now, Latrice, I would have to say this. I feel like if you got video evidence of this stuff, then because you're making some serious accusations that I feel like could only be backed up by a video. Just saying. So she says the phone was over 1K, another felony. Production also verified that you and your family accepted the phone under false pretenses, another felony. Tread lightly, you antique face dummy. You don't have enough bond money for all of your. Hold on. Oh wait, maybe it cut off. You don't have enough bond money for your family, hoe. Okay. So then she came back and said this. Now this is where it get interesting. So she said, now this right here, I'd have had to pull up on Latrice. I'm sorry. Treese, I'd have had to pull up on your ass because you didn't took it too far. So then she said, so now that I see what type of person you really are, the gloves can come off. You are trash. You and those drag queens you brought to my business grand opening to fight like gladiators, but got beat to sleep in their attempt is trash. So when did all this take place? So when did the beatdown take place? When did all of this alleged beatdown and stuff take place? Cause I'm, I'm just wondering when the alleged beatdown. Cause you making it sound like it was a mob war out there. We didn't see that. Okay. So she said, you are the lowest of the lows. I tried not to descend to your level, but you've made it real hard. I asked, oh, I asked your slow, useless, unaccomplished ass to simply give my nephew phone back. You masculine looking wannabe bully and big dog ass bitch took his phone knowing that it wasn't your property. That's what bums do. I guess you feel, hold on. I guess you feel like sucking an NFL dick on 10 years ago accounts for class or some form of prestige. Bitch, it does not. You lack it in all of those areas very poorly. What kind of gutter, throwback, unwanted ass humans cause their family with lies like people were at a grand opening trying to jump on them? Who does that, bitch? Only manipulative trash like you. You had all of those nappy, knotted. Girl, I cannot. I cannot. Y'all gotta bear with me because these text messages took me through there. Y'all hear me? Okay, so she said, where was I? Who does that, bitch? Only manipulative trash like you. You had all of those nappy, naughty head MFers pulling up to my events late AF with weapons to fight. I can't stand hoes like you who lies to their family to get them riled up. You dumb, discombobulated ass. That's who. Jesus, Latrice. You are useless to even your own family, bitch. If they had any sense, they wouldn't even F with your classless ass. People could have been unalive, but for what? Your lies, bitch. You and your husband came to my shit on BS. You should have stayed home. Okay, that's not it, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so she says, hold on. Okay, so she says, uh, people could have been unalive, but for what? Your lies, bitch. You and your husband came to my shit on BS. You should have stayed home. You would have. Who would have missed you? You have zero substance, bitch. You should actually be a friend of a friend of a friend on the show. You're boring and fake AF. You came on the show with no identity, choosing sides and pledging alliances to MFers cliquish ass young hoe. Well, now Latrice, ma'am, what do you and Letitia be doing? The same woman that threatened to whip your ass, and not only that, said that you was insecure and all of the other things. Now that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Okay, now where was I at? Where was I at? You have zero substance. You came with no identity, choosing. Cause that what y'all do. Okay, so then she said, "Bitch, act your motherfucking age, just like them wrinkles in your saggy ass face does." Oh my god, I will, girl. All your hood rat and Wong Fu looking ass family that came to my event with bullshit. The ones that stole my nephew's phone, we need it back ASAP. Now I do understand that you have waited. You have hold on, y'all. Okay, so we got to scroll up some more. Hold on. And I'm gonna tell you how I really been feel about that phone thing. What's up, sis? What's up, really, B? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, hold on. Okay, so she said, now I do understand that you have to wait on your aunt and ancestors to pass away in order to secure your bag, baby. Oh my God, girl. But I know damn well that Willie saved at least a few $100s while he was running footballs up and down that field, running out of breath, bitch. Surely he does not think for 1 minute that that bootleg boring ass podcast will bring a dime to his already lint filled pockets. Promise me, promise me that he knows that girl. Like Pinky swear. Then Willie, your husband, that one, that's eating uncooked meat, started shit with my husband at our establishment. That ain't true. And also, uncooked meat, girl, is insane. Uncooked meat is insane. Um, She said UMF was bragging about a business that has 20 million partners. Girl, of course you're mad at us. Had you done had you done more than try to secure his bag or his big show looking ass with babies? Oh, and invested his money better, you'd both hold on. Sorry, y'all keep cutting off. Let's see. Okay, so she said you both would be further ahead. He found the audacity to tell a grown ass man to suck his dingaling in our bar with a room full of customers. Tactless like a MFer. He can squeeze his humongous ass right on out the closet behind that one. We all know what he really prefers anyway, white women and males allegedly, right? Being stuck with you, though, I can't blame him. At the end of the day, my nephew's phone pinged. Hold on. At your home. It holds valuable events and other precious moments. We want that phone back simply because it's his. Let your cracked out. Uh oh. Hold on. Let your cracked out folks know that for me, ask your nephew looking ass niece how her head and back feel after being stepped on while trying to hold up for a wannabe asshole. Now this last part, will really be ready yesterday, it took me down to the ground. I ain't gonna I would be a fake one if I sat up here and tell you I didn't. What she said right here, uh Okay, ask your nephew looking ass niece how her head and back feel after being stepped on while trying to hold up for a wannabe ass whore, filled with lies and drama as yourself. Fuck you, your husband, them, your miserable ass life, and your feelings, bitch. Be blessed. Smooches. You know, that was a lot. That was a lot, right? You send me a text like that, that means to me you about it. Come get the phone. Come get the phone. Come get it. If you pinged it and it's still here, pull up. Pull up. You're not gonna ever play with me like that. You want the phone that bad, pull the come get it. Come get it. You bad, right? You bad, right? You send me a text message like that. First of all, that text message would be laughable to me, right? But I'm just saying, if you about it and you needed it that bad, come and get it. It could be anybody. Don't ever play with me like that. Don't ever send me no stupid text message like that about a phone. If you that about it, come pick it up, oh. It would have just been that simple for me. Come pick it up. If you that about it. Now, here's my thing. And I'm just gonna say this when it comes to Latrice and this phone situation. I do not like the narrative that Aikisha allegedly stole this phone. Because the one thing that I will say is, and a lot of y'all probably don't, y'all may not even like Aikisha, but her story has not changed. Latrice's, on the other hand, in my opinion, has changed. I have not heard Aikisha's story change. Now, here's my thing when it comes to this phone. I get it. They were in a brawl. Denise figured out that it wasn't Aikisha's phone because JJ had her phone in her purse. Now, also, by the way, Aikisha said something about somebody stole that Cartier bracelet or something like that. But it was so many people up in there, ain't no telling how that happened, right? But don't send me no text message like that if you're not pulling up. It's just that simple. If you want the phone that bad, come get it. I won't there. So I don't know what happened. But again, Aikisha's story ain't changed. So Aikisha's thing is, and she's been saying this, she said had Latrice came at her different about the phone or whatever, she possibly could have went and asked the neighbors or asked where the phone was at, all of that. Now here's where I'm about to throw this back up on Latrice now. Now I'm not saying this in an insensitive way. I'm not. I'm not saying this in no insensitive way. But there was a 3-week time lapse here. And now we're talking about a ping phone and all of that kind of stuff. Girl, if I would have pinged the phone, realized that it was at somebody's address, if I messaged them, they did not get the phone back. Girl, I'm showing up with the laws at your front door. It's that simple. I'm calling the laws and I'm coming to get the phone. I'm just saying if I needed or wanted that phone back that bad, that's what it would have been. But to me, it doesn't seem like y'all was really worried about that phone if 3 weeks had went by before you start sending all these threatening and all kind of text. No, man, we're not gonna play that game. And Aikisha asked the same question. In a 3-week time frame, if the Lord rest his soul, but if the nephew died a week later, why hadn't y'all been trying to look for the phone since before then? She said that the last time that it was pinged was 3 weeks ago. That was before the man passed away. So truth be told, y'all weren't really looking for the phone like that. So Latrice, you wrong, sis. You wrong in this situation and the way that we're seeing it. You wrong, sis. Period, point blank. You wrong. Now, I'm willing to hear Latrice out. Shout out to Scotty by Nature, giving you the real tea, and Josiah. They are interviewing Latrice. So hopefully, Scotty, if you're in the bushes listening, or if anybody one of y'all in the bushes listening, can y'all be sure to ask Latrice a clear timeline. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, she may get emotional, but we need a clear timeline, because if y'all gonna come out here and talk about this stuff, we need a clear timeline as to why none of y'all went and was looking for that phone in that whole 3-week period of time. Or if he passed away a week later after the brawl, why did we wait 3 weeks to try to look for this phone? Why we didn't show up with the police if it was pinged toward her address versus you sending that childish message? Thank y'all if y'all listening again. Y'all may not even be studying me, but that's my question for Latrice. I'll be in the chat. I'll ask it. Because that don't sit right with me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Every day I will be trying to get to that phone. If we're talking about precious memories and things on that phone, there would be nothing to keep me from trying to find the phone if it was that deep. And all I'm saying is, why do we, like, every day? I, I'm just asking y'all, if the situation happened to y'all, would y'all not be trying to ping the phone every day? And even if you found the phone or it pinged to someone and you needed the phone that bad, what are you gonna do to go get the phone? I'm just saying, after Aikisha would have told me that I don't have the phone, I can't find the phone, that would have been an instant in which I would have called the doggone laws and we would have made you help find that phone. If I thought that you had it and was doing any type of malicious intent with it. That's my thing. You didn't move or operate like someone who thought that someone had a phone. And honestly, y'all, I'm just gonna ask, what would be the benefit of Aikisha stealing a phone that did not belong to them if they can't get into the phone or can't do nothing with the phone? What sense does that make? I'm just asking. These are just questions that I have. After you sent the initial text message and you realized that she wasn't trying to give you no phone, you should have showed up with the police. And mind you, this was before Aikisha told Latrice that the phone was thrown out. This was before that. So again, I need to know these timelines and the things, because it doesn't sound in favor of Latrice at all. Because there was a better way of handling this. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I I listen, I like Latrice, but I can't rock with that. I cannot rock with that. I can't rock with that. It ain't cool. It ain't cool in no way. And again, I won't dare. So we can only really go based off of what we have been told or what has been said. And in my opinion, the trees was wrong, bro. So I'm gonna be in the interview and I'm gonna be listening, because unfortunately, I understand she gonna get emotional behind the situation, rightfully so. But my thing again is, why did we handle it this way? I'm just thinking, if you grown, you about your money, you about certain things, you would have known to handle this different. I don't get it. No benefit at all, Chef. Them people rich for real. They can get 20 phones. Their house cost 2.6 million. Come on. I don't understand it. And again, from the outside looking in and looking in into the information, I ain't interested in getting into Latrice's finances. I ain't interested in getting into Aikisha and Willie finances. But my thing is make it make sense. If y'all saying that the phone had insurance on it, you could ping it, you can do all these things. What benefit would that lady have of taking a phone that she can't do nothing with? I have a phone right here that belongs to my sister. I can't do nothing with it. Well, I'm pretty sure there were ways I can get in it since she has passed away. But I have my sister's phone literally right here in my hand right now. The one that got unalived. I literally have her phone in my hand right now. I take it with me everywhere I go. I can't get in it, and that's okay. I really just keep it charged up to look at her picture. But I'm just saying, if you cannot get in and you can't do nothing, what is the benefit of someone or you thinking someone stole the phone? And she keeps saying specifically stole. That's that's not the word that you should be using. How did they steal the phone? And you were saying that they obtained it under false pretenses. You need to go back to production. And then here's my thing. I think also this could have helped the situation too. If you didn't want to deal with the police, why did the person that you sent it to with production? My thing would have been the person whoever gave Aikisha the phone, gave Aikisha niece the phone, should have said, "Oh, I gave Aikisha niece the phone or whatever, thinking that it was Aikisha's phone. But hey, let me try to retrieve it. Let me try to get it back. Let me try to do this. Let me try to do that." I would have went back to the producer who originally gave it, right? Something. But this text message, again, in my opinion, that was some childish stuff. My guess is something was in or on the phone is what Latrice wants. Is my guess. No, she motor culture. She said that. She said that it was some. She said that it was some some valuable things on the phone. And again, granted, her nephew passed away. Quite naturally, you would want that phone, right? If it has memories, if it has things on it, it's natural for you to want the phone. But it's the way that you did it when it didn't even cause all that. Y'all didn't need to do all that. It's at the end of the day, you saying my niece got the brakes and stuff beat off of her and all that kind of other stuff, then that mean it sound like you and your family was about it. And if y'all was about it, you should have came around here, rolled around here, pulled up and picked up the phone. If you thought I had it and you thought that I had ill intents, you that bad, pull up and come get it. Period. We can squash all of this. We don't gotta text each other back and forth. We ain't gotta do none of that. Come pick it up. You about it. Period. Point blank. Where I'm from, you would have pulled up and came and got it. And again, granted, the young man passed away. I get it. You probably are feeling a type of way. You grieving. You dealing with all the ins and outs about losing somebody. I get that. But that won't the way to handle that. Period. I don't know how unfortunate how he passed away. I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's why a lot of people have been asking motor culture. I think a lot of people have been asking is that maybe part of the reason why she acted out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. I really don't know. I don't know. And she was quick to call Aikisha family members crackheads, but wasn't your um Leo lying? I was thinking that you saying that like you just got like your family is full of angels. Your own husband sat there and caused this stuff, and you won't hold his feet to the fire. Nor will Letitia hold Glenn's feet to the fire, but sitting up causing these issues, causing this commotion, causing this ruckus. Now, when I ain't gonna lie, when Aikisha first told the story, I was like, okay, Aikisha. But then listening to listening to her side, it just has never changed. It has never changed. And I truly do believe that she never had the phone. I believe that. I believe that. What would be the benefit of her keeping the phone, y'all? I'm sure Aikisha got 3 phones herself. So what would I'm sure Latrice got more than one phone. I'm pretty sure all of them got more than one phone. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Latrice knows who she can send that type of message to, because someone else would have walked up on her for real, for real. I believe she knew Aikisha wouldn't react, but someone else who was about it, she would think twice. I agree, IPP. I actually agree with that. Something is in that phone. Oh, you think so? You think so? Oh, apparently Latrice didn't want the phone back the way she came at Aikisha. Right, because I wouldn't have thought about getting you that phone back either. Me too, Chef. I don't, yeah, I truly believe that she never had the phone. First of all, if it went pinged to her house and it was pinged to some houses down, then I'm just not understanding something, right? And I just want Latrice to answer this question clearly. Did y'all ping the phone the night or the day that it was so-called given back or given to Aikisha's family? Did y'all ping the phone then? If you had pinged the phone then you would have known, or you would have seen that it had been thrown out, which then means that you could have went around there. So y'all never thought to even ride by where it was pinged at, because you automatically saw that it was a house or two down. Because she absolutely said on the reunion stage, Latrice said that it won't at Aikisha's house directly. So that means to me. So did you think Aikisha conspired with her neighbors to get the? I'm confused. I really am, and I'm gonna text Scotty myself. I just please just answer these questions and clear this stuff up, because again, I ain't understanding. If I want my nephew phone that bad, or if there's memories or something on that phone, y'all, it ain't gonna stop me from getting it. And like I said, I'd have called the Mississippi Police Department and we'd have been right down at your house. To be honest, someone who tries to clown somebody just because a family member is battling the demon of addiction is a low blow and not cool. They have a problem. That ain't no reflection on Aikisha. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Miss Ingram says she thinks something is in that phone. Y'all think something in that phone? What y'all think about the phone? Y'all think it's something in the phone, or y'all think that Latrice just acted off emotions, maybe because she did lose a family member, because that could be what it is too. But again, I just feel like as a grown woman, as a businesswoman, as someone who may be grieving, I think it could have been handled different. I really do. The text message, it was childish. It was childish. So now again, mind you, she says that the brawl happened on May the 22nd. Um, but she started receiving those phone calls and those text messages June the 10th. Okay. Um, so Aikisha says that production tried to get her to have a conversation with Laticia and with Latrice. And she said that she would have filmed a scene with Latrice, but Latrice really didn't want to film a scene with her. It's basically what it sounds like. Um, she wanted to apologize to Latrice. Now, what I will also tell y'all too is, now I don't. I don't think we saw this. I know for a fact we didn't see this. But Aikisha says that at the reunion, after she found out, I think she said that they went on a break. And she said after she found out that Latrice's nephew passed away, she went to Latrice's dressing room and she went in there without security. She said security did follow her in there or wanted to follow her in the dressing room. And she turned around and told security that she did not want security in there. That won't nothing gonna happen like that. She said that she was going in there to talk to Latrice. So she did talk to Latrice. Now again, they filmed the reunion back in August. Okay. I'm quite sure that the natural thing is now that this stuff is starting to come up again. I'm quite sure because truth be told, bloggers, most content creators, they knew about these text messages prior to the season coming out. I knew about the text messages prior to the season coming out. I didn't actually physically see the text messages until a little bit later, but I knew that there was a phone and a situation. I had already heard about that. Because remember, I told y'all prior to this, I said, I just want y'all to know that there was a brawl that happened on Bell Collective, but I will tell y'all that it wasn't really initiated by the women. It was initiated by the men. Did I not tell y'all that? I came and I told y'all that. I said, we're going to see a brawl, but the brawl ain't really between the women. The brawl is actually between the men. That's when I first heard about the phone situation, was back then. That's why, so we already knew about that. Aikisha does say again that um she pretty much says that Latrice and Letitia are the biggest liars that she have ever met. And the reason why she decided to quit on Carlos King's show is so that and I told y'all this, I said I felt like she did that so that they wouldn't spin a narrative saying that they got her kicked off of the show or they kicked her off of the show or that they or that they um or that she got fired or something like that, which I told y'all that was probably her best bet, is to get ahead of the game. Same with Soguchi. All of these ladies did get pickup letters. They did get offered to come back. So there's not one bone in my body that believes that any of them um that any of them um uh was fired or wasn't coming back or anything like that. So that's why she said she did it on Carlos's show so that they can get ahead of that narrative. Because that narrative, y'all know that narrative was gonna come out. Y'all know they was gonna talk about her next season, and y'all knew they was gonna say she got her at the collective. Um, Also, when Carlos asked Aikisha at the reunion if she felt some type of way about about what Leticia and Latrice was saying about her not being a part of the collective, she said it didn't hurt her feelings at all. And it didn't hurt her feelings because she was like, these two, they are like literally the biggest liars ever. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's why the season was cut short. What's up, Omar? Could be. My thoughts are that she discovered there is something on that phone that's incriminating or important, but now who knows where the phone is? She moved too slow to get it. Gotta be quicker than that. Oh, so y'all, I think I can read in between the lines of what y'all saying. So y'all saying that something possibly could be on their phone pertaining to his unalive and something like that. But again, I respectfully, I don't know how the young man passed away. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. Ain't no telling where that phone is at. That phone. I mean, if the girl say she threw it out, if the girl say she threw it out, I would assume, it would be in some bushes. It done got rained on. It done got sleeted on. It done got skeeted on, and everything else at this point. You know what I'm saying? I could have left that skeeted part out of there, but yeah, you know. Yeah, I agree that the reunion was filmed absolutely too early because there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. So hey, so real TV, I don't like it. And I told you I did not like the conversation that they had in the season talking about Aikisha needed didn't need to be a part of the collective and all that kind of stuff. I told y'all that mean girl stuff, in my opinion, that stuff originated on Basketball Wives, which is why I stopped watching Basketball Wives. I don't do that mean girl stuff. That mean girl stuff gotta go. You sit up here making it seem like you got all these pulls, especially Laticia. Girl, that's another reason why you shouldn't be a part of this platform. Why? Why, sis? You shouldn't be a part of the platform after what you did to Tambra's ex. You shouldn't be a part of the platform after being the common denominator in everybody's issue. That mean girl stuff will turn me away from a show in a heartbeat. Do you hear me? Good morning, Miss LaQuanda. Because there's no reason for it. You can go back and forth, still throw your shade, still be shady, still do your thing. But that when you start wanting to do that icing out and you start having them conversations on camera, you are a mean girl. That's why I hate to use her as an example. That's why I ain't never really rock with Malaysia. That's why I don't rock with Shawnee. That's why I don't rock with them. Y'all mean girls. I don't do mean girls. I don't. I will not entertain your show and you're a mean girl. No. And y'all thought, are you serious? Somebody like Laticia sitting up telling somebody that they don't deserve a platform when they doing far better than you, sis? Come on, make it make sense. That's another reason why you don't deserve to be on here. That didn't bother y'all. That didn't bother y'all not one bit. I'm just asking. I'm asking the chat. It didn't bother y'all to hear her say that mean girl stuff. Oh, uh, that's another reason why you shouldn't be on this platform. You should be off of this platform. Did that not bother y'all? That don't turn y'all off in a way. I'm just wondering. And y'all know I'm here for all opinions. I'm here for all opinions. I don't know these people like that. So yeah, I'm here for all opinions. To be honest, to throw a phone out the window is a bit low life ish to me. No regards that the phone belongs to someone and probably can't afford to get another one. Okay. Hold on, let me. Glenn wants to be a Belle. That's why he's staying with Lateisha. Like Dr. Marie Monroe said, Aikisha hasn't done anything that the others haven't done, and they haven't been kicked out. Right. I agree. I agree. I agree when Marie said that. I agreed with her. A lot of these mean girls seem to get passes from the fans. At least certain ones do. Shaking my head. I can agree with that too. I can agree with that too. It definitely bothered me. Okay, I thought it was just me. And I was like, maybe I'm over here overreacting. But then again, when I looked at that reunion and kept hearing her say, that's another reason why you shouldn't be a part of this platform. Girl, then what is the reasons why you should be a part of this platform? Because you have done some snake stuff too. Still doing it. I was done with her after that and saying, why don't nobody like you? That's kiss. Yes. And to be told nobody even really like you. Girl, grow up. Grow up. Like grow up. I agree, Nikki P. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. He better not come down to Houston missing that family up. I think that family is too tight and can break family up. Notice he don't talk about their show. All his other show is in shambles now. Omar, I have said this and I've said this from the beginning. That family looks extremely smart, and I'm with you. I don't think that family gonna let that man play with them. I so agree with you. I'm hoping and praying that that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I really did like that show. I like them. I think that I really like them. I really did like them. Now I don't like how they treated Kiki, but I like that family. That family was the family is dope. The family is dope. And I do think they deserve another season. They deserve another chance. The show was good. The show was good. I can't hold you. The show was good. But again, I think that family is too smart to be played with. You know what I'm saying? They a family of, they I'm sure they attorney and all that kind of stuff. I think they're real smart. I think they're pretty smart. Letitia big back as like is she running from something or she running something. But here's the thing, Carlos makes Carlos puts a battery in Letitia's back. Yeah, I said it. Carlos puts a battery in her back, making her think that she is the it girl, even like he did on the show. Oh, there would be no Bell Collective without Letitia. Okay, you can still give Letitia the proper just due for maybe pitching the show to you, but when it comes to the other stuff, girl, she does not give leader at all. She doesn't. And like Antoinette or don't like Antoinette, Antoinette ain't tell no lies when she said that Letitia is the reason is the problem in the collective. The Braden family is a tight knit group. Yeah, yeah. I think they smart. I think they smart. Good morning, IPV. If I didn't say good morning to everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I had started this live super, super early because I do have to work today. Um Letitia is our ultimate production plant. Oh yeah, absolutely. 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 The difference is they can't put everyone against each other like his other shows either. Yeah, because it's more of a family ensemble, more of a family. I mean, it's a family cast versus an ensemble cast versus you inviting strangers up in here um, that they don't get along with. Now, my only thing with the Braden family, and I'm pretty sure those of you that watch the show, I do. Mm, the women, I think they should protect their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Protect y'all marriage. I get it. Y'all might be going through marital issues and stuff like that, but please protect y'all marriage at all costs and whatever that may look like. And if y'all dealing with stuff, I, mm, I don't bring it to the cameras. Don't bring it to the camera. Don't make it no storyline. Because the moment you make it a storyline is the moment that folks start ripping that stuff up. So I wouldn't make it a storyline. And what's her name? Nicole. What's her name? Is it Nicole? I think it's Nicole, ain't it? Help me out. Make sure I'm right, y'all. Y'all just be careful with them storylines because once you bring that type of storyline to TV, it turns into something different. And I want them to be careful. I really do. That's why Glenn quit his job. She on the show now, and he is, and that is too funny. Because if he did, he would have had the business in place before he quit. Child. Now that's perfect example of generational wealth. Oh, I agree. I agree. Yes, Carlos adores infidelity, side chicks. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for putting that down in words like that because he really does. He promotes that type of stuff, and that's why I say just be careful about bringing them type of storylines to the TV. And when Nicole did it, I was like, ooh, ooh, we. Be careful, sis. Be careful, sis, cause Carlos like this type of stuff, and so does reality TV. I like Nicole, and I love how she defended her sister, and they are starting to become closer. I like that too. That's why I want to see season 2, cause I really want to see how they are able to navigate their relationship. Um, yeah, I really want to see how they're able to navigate the relationship and able to navigate the different lifestyles and all of that stuff. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now some of these conversations, you know, mm, maybe CK was a side chick to Mr. Chocolate, aka his African child. Mm. All right, y'all. That's really all I have. You haven't watched? It's called Family Empire Houston. It's called Family Empire Houston. It was a good show. I really did like it. Um, I got other people kind of hooked on the show because we were watching it together. But I believe all the episodes are available on YouTube. That show is the only production that doesn't have obnoxious male. Yes, 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 yes. I agree. I agree with mode and culture. I remember he asked my mom, did she watch Bell Collective? And my mom didn't know what he was talking about. Okay, wait, let me get scroll back up here. Oh Lord. Okay, you're right, Chef. When the couples bring their problems to the camera, it does not end well. Yeah, no, it doesn't end well. And I listen. I always tell y'all to clank y'all booty cheeks when some is real cringy, but I felt that. I said if they bring any type of anything that they got going on in their relationship that is, Carlos King like, oh, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a problem. So, you know. Well, listen, guys, I am gonna get off of here. I have to work in about an hour. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I want to is Family Empire returning? Um Honestly, typically I always I don't know. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't know. I don't know. I have heard a mix of things from a few people that I do know. Um I have heard that they were currently filming, but then I also heard that they had been filmed, and then so I've heard different things. So my hope is that they do. My hope is that they do. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, my good people. Prayers out to California still. Prayers out to all of you who got winter weather as well. Y'all stay warm out here. Um, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't really gotta go nowhere, then you know. But then, I think people's outside now. I think. Ain't y'all outside? Y'all outside. So yeah. Uh, I'll be back later when I get off, later on tonight, or this evening. We'll talk about Love Marriage Huntsville. Um, I think that's what they need to do is film a show, then take a year in between seasons. I do think that these people deserve a break. I've said that even with Huntsville, like the Scots, don't like the Scots, whatever. These people need a break. They need a break. I get it, granted, they need other income coming through, but they need a break. They really do. They need a break. It's snowing in Detroit now. Oh my Lord. But y'all used to getting snow, ain't it? Y'all used to getting snow and stuff around there in Detroit. In the big DD. In the big Detroit. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. Um, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And then also one last thing. One last thing. I'm gonna put Aikisha's link and I mean her because they started a new podcast. Her and Willie started a new podcast. Did I put the picture up here? Hold on. Yeah, it is right. Yeah. Okay, so this is their new podcast. I'm gonna put the link to the video so you guys can go listen yourself. You can actually go look at the text messages and all of that kind of stuff as well, because she did put it in there. Okay. All right. I will talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all have a good Sunday. And make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. All right. Peace.